Hi, my friends. I promise I'll go and get Myrtle the turtle, but I wanted to talk a little bit about turtles, and they are the only reptile that has a shell or a carapace. And turtles do shed their skin and lay eggs and are cold-blooded, and look at they have 4 legs. The snake's the only reptile with no legs. But what's so interesting about the turtle and the tortoise and even the sea turtle is that they have been around since the dinosaur days, since prehistoric times. And I know you already know that, right? Why do you think they've been able to last that long? Why are they still around? What is it about their body that keeps them around for so many years, millions of years? Do you think this carapace, this shell, helps them survive? I think so. And do you know that these reptiles live the longest, longer than any reptile? I've heard that a sea turtle can live like 150 years, and even a tortoise. I don't know if Myrtle the turtle will live that long, but that's way past Grandma Dorothy. That's so old that I don't even remember. That would have been way back, well, definitely before there were cars. So, friends, it's good to get to know these reptiles and what keeps them living so long. Now, I've always wondered, what's the difference between a turtle and a tortoise? And that's exactly what I found. I found a book that says, what's the difference? Turtles and tortoises. And this is by Lisa Harrington. There we have a turtle, and there we have a tortoise. So when we're done reading, let's decide if Myrtle the turtle is a turtle or a tortoise. I know we call her Myrtle the turtle, but let's see what she really is. Okay, which is which? Look at the question mark. And by the way, if we look at some of these sentences, look at, there's the capital. There's another sentence. There's the capital. Okay, here we go. They both have shells and they both move slowly on land. They are reptiles, so they have scaly skin, but which is the turtle and which is the tortoise? You probably know on that one. Yes, I think the bottom one, right, guys? Did you guess right? Turtles and tortoises are a lot alike, but they are not exactly the same. There are ways to tell them apart. Fun fact, turtles and tortoises cannot leave their shells. The shells are part of their bodies. Turtle, tortoise. Pat your brain if you got that right before I had to turn this page. Okay, look closely. Freshwater turtle, webbed feet. Sea turtle, flippers. A big difference. What is an easy way to tell a turtle from a tortoise? Ask yourself if it swims in the water. That's how you tell. Turtles spend most of their time in water. Freshwater turtles live in lakes, ponds, and rivers. They usually have webbed feet for swimming. Sea turtles live in the ocean and they use their what? You can answer that one. Yes, flippers. Tortoises live only on land. They do not have webbed feet or flippers. Their feet are round and big for walking. Now I want you to think about Myrtle and help me decide, turtle or tortoise. A tortoise has thick feet. Fun fact. It's almost like a hippopotamus's foot. Now these scales, remember how we talked about reptiles have scales? On a turtle or tortoise, they're called scutes. When in danger, many turtles and tortoises hide. They pull their head, tail, and feet into their shell. Turtles and tortoises are the only reptiles with shells. Their shells are made of bone. Most are covered with hard plates called scutes. But look closely. The shells of turtles and tortoises are different. Turtles have thin, lightweight shells that help them swim fast. Their shells can be flat or curved. So is that a turtle or a tortoise? You got it, turtle. Good job, guys. Many tortoise shells are high and round. This is a leopard tortoise, and I've seen these. They're in South Africa. Look at the beautiful pattern. Oh boy, do they move slow, guys. We've had to wait for a long time for them to cross the road when we've gone looking for African animals. Tortoises have thicker shells than turtles. Their shells are heavy. That is one reason why tortoises move so slow. Fun fact, how slow do tortoises go? It takes some tortoises about 5 hours to walk 1 mile. Now remember, 1 mile is 4 times around the track at Hiawatha. Well, I bet you guys can do 1 mile in under 15 minutes. A tortoise takes how long? 5 hours. Oh my word, that's a long time. Time to eat. Look at that. Turtles and tortoises both have a strong sense of smell. That helps them sniff out plants to eat. Turtles also eat small animals. They often feed on fish, snails, grasses, insects, and worms. Sea turtles catch crabs, clams, jellyfish, and other sea creatures. This green sea turtle is eating a jellyfish. Or I like to say sea jelly, because that's not a fish, right? Tortoises mostly eat plants. They move too slowly to catch other animals. Tortoise may eat grass, shrubs, and even cactus. Look at the nose on that tortoise. Wow. Fun fact, turtles and tortoises do not have teeth. Their sharp jaws are shaped like a bird's beak. They use the beak to bite their food. And this is a Galapagos tortoise. I would love to go to the Galapagos Islands to see those tortoises. Bringing up babies. Sea turtles, we know, lay their eggs on the beach in the sand and dig big holes, and they say goodbye to their babies right away. Turtles and tortoises start their lives in eggs. Females dig a hole on land to lay their eggs. They cover their nest and leave them. And then when they hatch, some kinds of baby turtles head to the water. They must survive on their own. We know the leatherback baby turtle, sea turtle, is one that has to survive on their own and get to that water before a seagull or a crab gets them. Baby tortoises stay on land like turtles. They must learn to live on their own right away. Some turtles can live up to 80 years. Tortoises can live more than 100 years, and we know sea turtles can go even more than that. Now you know the difference between the two animal lookalikes. Wow. Some turtles and tortoises can lay up to 200 eggs. Look, guys. Wow. You can see the scaly skin by looking at the foot. That's a baby tortoise. Turtles and tortoises are found all around the world. Except in cold places, turtles can be found anywhere wet, from backyard streams to oceans. Many tortoises live in hot, dry places. The spiny, soft-shelled turtle is one of the largest freshwater turtles in North America, and it has a long, pointed snout. And the green sea turtle can be found in warm waters around the world. It can stay underwater for up to 5 hours. And you can see how the Indian star tortoise got its name. It has a star pattern on its shell. Okay, so here we go. What's the difference? And which one is Myrtle the turtle in our school? Lives in the water and on land. Thin shell, webbed feet, but there are some claws on this turtle, but they're also webbed in between. Tortoise, high, rounded, heavy shell, strong legs and feet, lives only on land, doesn't have to have water. So here's just a few fun things it's amazing. The tip of a snapping turtle's tongue is red and is shaped like a worm. When a fish comes in for a close look, the turtle chomps on it. Oh my word. And you can see the little red tongue right there. So a fish thinks it's a worm and it comes right up to it, and then the turtle snaps. The leatherback turtle is the biggest turtle in the world. It can grow to more than 8 feet. This sea turtle is also the fastest swimmer. And this is from a very special story about a hippopotamus, actually in a country that's right next to South Africa. And its family was washed away in a flood, and it was left on the beach. And some people rescued that hippopotamus and put it in a place called a sanctuary where it could get taken care of, and hopefully brought back to good health, because it was so hungry when it was on the shore, and it didn't have its mommy or daddy. And so what happened was, when they put the hippopotamus in his area in captivity, it wouldn't eat. And his name was Owen, so it was a boy, and it wouldn't drink. And this tortoise right here, his name is Mzee, that's an African name, actually came up to the hippo, the baby hippo, and slept next to it, and became its friend, and actually became kind of like a mommy to the hippo. And the hippo started to eat and started to drink, and they became best friends. In fact, I think I may even have a little short book about that. Let's see. Oh boy, what did I do with that book? Well, later I'll show you some pictures, guys. But Owen and Mzee is a very special story, because their friendship actually allowed the hippo to live and survive. And if it wasn't for the tortoise, that hippo never would have eaten and never would have drank any water. So what a great friendship, a tortoise and a hippo, a mammal and a reptile. Isn't that a beautiful thing? All right, the last video, we're going to get out Myrtle, and we're going to find out, is Myrtle a turtle or a tortoise?